Hey, how you doing? Good, I hope. I always get excited when I'm going to start a new project, and I'm going to start something new. Oh, I suppose some context to be good. A little over a week ago, I posted a question on a YouTube short, what's the foundation for a good health and safety program? And I had the choices. I had continuous auditing, incident investigation, good health and safety committee, and of course a robust hazard identification and assessment process. I got lots of answers. Thank you very much. The whole idea is I thought about what makes a good health and safety program, and is this going to be a good idea for a video series? Let's jump in and talk more about it. Hi, my name's Kevin Barrett. I'm a health and safety professional, and I make health and safety related videos here on YouTube. This is 7 Minutes of Safety, the segment of the channel where I typically answer questions regarding health and safety, or a question, and I try to do it within 7 minutes. Sometimes I go over, but hopefully that won't be the case now. Let's throw 7 minutes on the clock. We'll put it on down here, and let's answer that question. So, you know what? Had a lot of answers, and some of them are even all of the above, and etc. But there's the best answer always to the question. And so let's have a drum roll, please. The answer is D, a robust hazard identification, assessment, and control process within your health and safety program or health and safety management system. So in this video, let's take a few more minutes and have a look at what sets health and safety management systems or health and safety programs aside from the different organizational functions. Now, the purpose behind health and safety is preventing workplace incidents, some of you may have heard them called accidents, and promoting a healthy and safe workplace. Now, I'm not saying that a proactive and healthy health and safety culture isn't necessary, or top-down endorsement, or management and employee engagement, or continuous work on continuous improvement isn't necessary for a health and safety program. All of those things are absolutely 100%. However, the basis, the foundation for a health and safety program has to be hazard identification, assessment, and control. Because if you are not identifying hazards, assessing them for risk and severity, and then applying controls, then really and truthfully, you don't have a health and safety program. In order to do this and do it well, an organization needs like a roadmap, a guide in how to carry out these processes. So let's talk about the 3 things that set health and safety aside from different organizational functions. I'm going to use a hiking analogy a lot through this video because, well, I like hiking. It's fun, it's cathartic, it's therapeutic, it's a great many things, but the most of all, it's fun. The 3 things that set aside health and safety from different functions within an organization are, number 1, health and safety requires the participation of everyone involved. Everyone in the organization has to be involved in health and safety. Number 2 is that responsibilities have to be assigned for health and safety to carry out and do well within an organization. Its success is going to be directly reflective of the amount of involvement within the organization and the amount that's being done. So for things to get done, responsibilities have to be assigned. And the final thing, of course, is that one size fits all, and there's no cookie cutter solution for a health and safety program. It has to be personalized for an organization. So let's look at those 3 points real quick, okay? Well, because we have just a few minutes left. Number 1, in order for a health and safety program to actually work, everybody has to be involved. I want you to imagine that hiking idea. Like we have everybody set out, a party of folks, and everybody is doing something, and the whole entire party needs to get to the destination and back. Really and truthfully, that's the whole process. Now, during this, if people decide to head off in a different direction, or pause when they don't need to, or decide that part of the hike isn't in their favor and they don't really like it, you know what? Chaos is going to ensue. The success is not going to occur. And if it does occur, it's going to be minimal at best. Now, the same works for an organization. The whole group has to be moving forward with a health and safety goal. They can't decide partway through that, oh, I don't want to participate in this part of the program because I don't like it or it's inconvenient. So in other words, you can have a very good, well-written program, you can have good hazard identification, assessment, and control processes, but if you don't have active participation, you really don't have a program. And that brings me to the next point. Responsibilities need to be assigned within the program. Okay, now they can be assigned depending on your organization. If it's small, usually per person, but the best idea, of course, is to assign them to different positions within the organization. And this is what differs because different groups within an organization will have different roles. Just as a hiking party, you'll have maybe the biggest, strongest people will be carrying the majority of the gear. Or the smaller people may be responsible for things like navigation, setting waypoints, markers along the trail, things like that. So just like that, different groups within an organization will have different roles, such as finance will pay bills, issue invoices, HR will hire people, they'll look after employee engagement, payroll will pay people, operations will look after repairs and maintenance of the assets. So just like that, there's all of these things that are set out, but health and safety encompasses the whole entire organization. So within that, roles have to be defined and responsibilities have to be assigned. If you don't assign responsibilities, it's pretty simple. Those things don't get done. So just like that, just picture our hike. If people decided, I don't want to carry the tent, well, what are you going to sleep in that night? Or I don't want to carry the water, what are you going to drink, etc. Or even worse, I don't want to carry the bear spray. Yeah, let's not think about that one. Point 3, and this is the final point. Don't run away. It's just as important as the other two, is that a health and safety program has to be personalized to the organization. It has to be built for the organization, designed for the organization. There's no such thing as a one-size-fits-all. I want you to picture our group of hikers. Let's say that we gave them all the same size and style of boot. Let's say that we gave them all the same size and style of pack sack, same clothing, everything. You know what? The success is going to go down like this exponentially with all of that. Because each person needs their own things, just like the organization needs to have a health and safety program tailored for it. If you try to use a one-size-fits-all, chances are, well, just like a hike, it's going to end in disaster, something like this. Yeah. Or people are just going to decide they just don't want to do it. Okay? Because if it's not working and if it's an uphill battle all the way, you know what? Nobody's going to want to carry on with it. So if you're buying a health and safety program or buying a template and just doing a find and replace without personalizing it to you, chances are it's going to be like wearing somebody else's boots that are too big and wrong for the function. Okay, so just some final thoughts to wrap this up. No, don't go away. The summary is always important. Organizations need a roadmap, a guide in how they're going to do all of this and how they're going to carry out these different safety functions. That guide has to be personalized to the organization. It cannot be somebody else's guide. It cannot be for somebody else because it's like wearing another pair of boots that belong to somebody else. It's not going to work. It's not going to fit. Within that, every position or a majority of the positions in the organization have to have roles and responsibilities assigned to them because if they're not, they won't get done. So once again, you could arrive at your destination and find out half the stuff you need or half the stuff you wanted to do isn't done or didn't come with you. One final point about buying programs or templates, they can be a good thing. They can springboard your health and safety program. But remember, don't just do a find and replace. Personalize them to your organization. That way they fit right and they do the job and they're going to do it well. You got to the end. Do me a favor. If you liked the video, give me a click. Give me a like. If you didn't, by all means, you can click that unlike button, but do me a favor. Leave a comment below. Let me know why. I'm going to be bringing out a new series on health and safety programs and carrying out over the next few months. So if you want to be able to stay tuned for those, you might want to subscribe. Ding the bell. You'll get notified of new content as soon as it goes up. I'm going to leave some links for some other videos for health and safety on the side here. By all means, have a look at them. But do me a favor, until we talk again, think safety, talk safety, do safety. That way we provoke it at home and in the workplace. Take care. Bye for now.